Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, best charity ever. Today I wanted to talk to you about another cause that I want to raise money for, which is cleaning the oceans. Big job, isn't it? There's a lot of water on this planet. There's a lot of rubbish in that water as well. A lot of the time, the pollution of the ocean is really us. It's really us. It's fishermen nets for sure. It's people on boats throwing their rubbish overboard. People leaving their rubbish on the beach and it going into the water. And animals eating it, thinking it's food, getting tangled in it, suffocating and drowning because they're stuck in a net that they can't get out of. People going to the beach, having a party, leaving their bottles on the sand. The tops of those bottles, beer cans, Coke cans, whatever. Any rubbish, crisp packets, anything. Imagine, any litter bugs out there. Imagine what they could throw out. They could throw anything out. The point is that rubbish finds a way into the oceans, and the marine life are the ones that suffer because of our negligence, and they're dying because of it too. There's people out there doing awesome things already, trying to help, which is amazing, and I want to help them get there quicker. So I want to raise money to do that. I saw a really cool video the other day. It's, I don't know where they were, but there's two men, they were collecting rubbish from the beach, and then they were turning it into, I thought it was starting to look like artwork actually. And then as I continued watching, I was like, no, they're actually making a bin out of it. They're recycling it and turning it into a bin. But I thought that was pretty cool. And when it's on the beach, that's great, because it's not as bad if it's on the beach, because it can be picked up a lot easier by people if they're willing. But when it's in the water, that's the trouble. If you go to the website, I've got some lovely pictures for you to see. They're really lovely. There's a picture of a bird with his stomach cut open, just full of rubbish that it's eaten. That's why it's died. And that bird isn't, a singular incident, is it? There's plenty of wildlife out there that suffers because of the rubbish we throw away. But there are people out there already working on cleaning the oceans, which is cool. And I want to help them get there quicker. So please donate. Please send a donation through the website to try and speed this up. I don't know that we can ever stop it, because that's a mindset thing, isn't it? Unfortunately, we have to convince people not to do that, and there's always going to be people that just don't care, and they'll just do it anyway because they can. And we can't change the minds of everybody not to do that. But if we go with the 80-20 rule, if 80% of the population stop throwing their rubbish on the beach and in the oceans, and it's just 20%, then the job's a bit more manageable, isn't it? So yeah, I wanted to raise money for that because, again, it's just sad. Why are we destroying nature? Did it do something to us? Did it hurt us? No, it didn't really. Alright, if you're gonna... it's not to say it's never hurt us. Of course, nature hurts us all the time. If you're gonna be silly enough to go into shark-infested waters and expect to come out unscathed, and you worry and you wonder how you got bitten or attacked by a shark, well, I don't know what to say. I want to say stupid sign. Like, if you know it's a shark infested water, why would you? I mean, so we went on holiday to Egypt last year. We had a really nice time, and I knew that the waters had sharks in them. I knew, and I was watching all these people get in the water, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why do you have a death wish? And then sadly something unfortunately happened whilst like in the area that we were staying, because people just didn't care. So I know nature can get us, but it doesn't mean we've got to destroy it. I mean, if we're silly enough to be putting ourselves in a silly situation, what do you expect? It's sad though, it's unfortunate that that's happened, but that doesn't mean it's okay to destroy the oceans by polluting it with our rubbish. So I wanted to do what I can to help speed up the process of cleaning the oceans, and maybe helping people with mindset when it comes to pollution in general. There's a lot of people that litter, a lot of people that don't care for some reason. They probably think, well, it doesn't matter, it's not important. But it does matter. We only have one planet to live on. We don't have a backup, so we should look after this one. It's like you don't look after your body, but you've only got one of them. There's no backup. If you break your body, there's not a second body you can just transfer over to. Our technology's not that advanced yet. We can't do that. So we should look after our body. We should look after our planet. It's really simple. So I want to do my bit to help with cleaning the oceans. So I want to raise money. So there's a link below where you can send a donation through my website, bestcharityever.co.uk. At the minute, I don't have a bank account, so we're using GoFundMe. It's okay. It's not a forever situation. It's just a temporary one. But you can send me a donation. Okay. The more people send donations, the quicker we can fix the problems. And it's important for me to explain that I know it's called Best Charity Ever, but unlike other charities, I have no intention of benefiting from your money, profiting from your money, ever. When you send a donation, all of your money is going to go to where it needs to go to. I'm not keeping any. It's not going to pay anyone's salaries, because that's not how this charity, even though it's a non-profit, operates. It doesn't operate like that, and it's never going to. So I can tell you that with enough money, with enough donations, we really can help the environment so much, and we can clean the oceans. And I don't know that we can clean all of the oceans, because some of it's quite deep, isn't it? But I think at that point it's too late. The pressure's already crushed it into oblivion. So there's not a lot we can do. But for the rubbish that we can capture, the rubbish that we can reach in the oceans, there are people out there working on it, and I'd like to get them to the point where they really don't have to work as hard, because it's not that polluted, because we've got the 80-20 rule, or at least 100%, even 100% would be a bit better, wouldn't it? 100% of people do not litter on beaches or in the water. There we go. And then we've cleaned it. Imagine, I can't imagine a world like that. I'd like to. I can daydream and think in my mind, what might that look like? Probably going to be nice. But yes, there's a GoFundMe link that you can use on the website, and you can send a donation, and all of it will go to where it needs to go to. I'm not keeping it. I'm not making any payments to myself. No one's going to benefit financially from it. So please know that your money is safe. I'm not going to ever do that. So much so that I've got some red tape I've got to figure out, I should say. When I figure it out, I'd like to be in a position where I can display the bank statements for the website. So every single donation that has ever been made, I can hopefully display it on the website. So don't worry though, it won't show anything personal. It would be more of like a reference number, unrecognizable, untraceable, a payment amount, a payment date, that kind of thing. You know, it wouldn't be like the full like Mrs. A. Smith sent this much money from this sort code and account number to like, no, it won't be that. I would never do. GDPR gone horribly wrong. But I would like to show you guys, because I want to be completely transparent with this charity, even though it's not a charity, and I really want to be able to show you that when I say 100% of it's going to go to where it's going to go to, I mean it. And you know, you'll be able to see like an itemized breakdown as well of what your money's been spent on when it is sent off to where it's going to go to. So yes, you can donate if you're able to. I know money's tight right now, so honestly, anything is helpful, anything is appreciated. But I also understand that you might not be able to donate because money is really tight, and that's okay. I'm sorry if it is. I'm sorry if money's tight for you. If you are in that situation but you want to help, you are very welcome to. There's still ways you can. You can share this video, you can like it, you can subscribe. I'm trying to build my subscribers up. I don't have any at the minute. I want to get to 50, because if I can get to 50, as I understand it, then I can start going live on the channel, which would be really cool. But I need some subscribers first. So you can subscribe, please and thank you. Definitely like and share the video. Even if you don't actually share it out, you can still, as I understand it, if you click on the share button but don't actually send it anywhere, the algorithm still picks up and it will say, you want to share this video? You said, and then it will spread it across YouTube. More people will find this video, basically, if lots of people press the share button. But you can share it too. Definitely, that would be awesome if you can share my video on your social media. If you want to share my website, it's all down below in the description. You can find all my details. You can follow me on all my socials, they're below as well. I set this charity up because obviously there's a severe need in the world in a lot of different areas, not just the 6 that are listed on the website. There's a lot of areas, but I wanted to make sure that when I had this charity, I had a really good way of funding it, as opposed to using money from the donations to fund it or anything. So I set up a business so that I could use that business to fund this charity. I'm a web designer. I love it. I build websites. I build WordPress websites, and I love it. It's lots of fun. It's lots of fun. Especially when I find a pickle and I'm like, oh no, how do I fix that? Oh no. But I enjoy it. And because I have built enough, obviously I'm available for hire. So if a person wanted, they could hire me to build a website, and I'd be happy to. I'd enjoy it. The money, though, that I'd be paid through that web design would help fund my charity, so you could support me that way. And then I also, because I built so many websites over the years, I thought I'm going to create a course so I can help other people learn how to build a website for themselves, but I'll also be here to help them. So it's not a course where you can just you build a website and you never hear from me, and you ask me a question but I never come back to you. No, there's live Q&A calls twice a week. There's a private Facebook group, there's a private WhatsApp group. You can use Messenger to get hold of me. You can talk to me on WhatsApp. There's even a private community on top of that. You can email me. You can send me login details to the back end of your website, and I'll help you fix it if you break something. And if you don't, for some reason, if you can't finish the build of your website after you've finished going through my course, then I'll finish it for you free of charge. I won't charge you anything. So, but again, by buying my course, you're going to help. You're going to help support the charity. It's going to help fund the charity as well. So, there's plenty of ways you can help. So please help in any way. If you work for any big businesses that are looking to fund a good cause, send them my way. Drop them a link. Send them this video, share it with them, and say, hey, Kate really wants to hear from you. Would you like to fund Kate's charity? And they'd be like, yeah, I would. Yeah, send it over. And I'd love to talk to them, because I definitely can't fix the problems of the world on my own. I'm only one person, and I need all the help I can get. So if you know anybody who would want to help. There's plenty of people I've spoken to, you know, who would like to help, which is great, but a few people's not enough. I need more. So if you know anybody who would be willing to help, please send them this video, send them to my website, send them to my socials, and if you're able to send a donation, please send a donation. Honest to God, it means the world to me, because it's starting, you know. I don't want to be living in a world 30, 40, 50 years from now and the problems of today is still a thing. I don't want my child to grow up to be my age and the problems of today is still a thing in his future. Like, I don't want that. Or his children. For the love of God. These things should have been sorted years ago. We shouldn't... They should have been sorted, in my opinion. They should have been sorted a while ago. They shouldn't be the problems that they are today. But what are you going to do? I know, set up a charity, fix the problems. So here we are. So if you want to help, please do it. Please drop me a message if you've got questions. Drop a comment as well. Are there any... I've only got 6 causes on my website at the minute. And I will